chapter number 2, Medieval History, page number 9. The Palas had close trade contacts and cultural links with Southeast Asia. The trade with Southeast Asia was very profitable and added greatly to the prosperity of the Pala Empire. The powerful Shailendra dynasty, which was the Buddhist in faith and which ruled over Malaya, Java, Sumatra, and the neighboring islands, sent many embassies to the Pala court and sought permission to build a monastery at Nalanda, and also requested the Pala ruler Devpala to endow 5 villages for its upkeep. The request was granted, and the bears testimony to the close relations between the two. The Pratiharas. The Pratiharas are also called Gurjar Pratiharas, probably because they originated from the Gurjaratra or southwestern Rajasthan. They were at first probably local officials, but were able to carve out a series of principalities in central and eastern Rajasthan. They gained prominence on the account of their resistance to Arab incursions from Sindh into Rajasthan. However, the Arabs were decisively defeated by the Chalukya rulers in Gujarat in 738 and ceased to be a real danger. The efforts of the early Pratihara rulers to extend their control over the upper Ganga valley and Malwa were defeated by the Rashtrakuta rulers Dhruv and Gopal III. In 790 and again in 806 and 7, the Rashtrakutas defeated the Pratiharas and then withdrew to the Deccan, leaving the field free for the Palas. Perhaps the real interest of the Rashtrakutas was the domination of the Malwa and Gujarat. The real founder of the Pratihara Empire was the greatest ruler of the dynasty was Bhoja. We do not know much about his early life or when he ascended the throne. He rebuilt the empire by about 836. He had recovered Kannauj, which remained the capital of the Pratihara Empire for almost a century. Bhoj tried to extend its sway in the east, but he was defeated and checkmated by the Pala ruler Devpala. He then turned towards the central India and the Deccan and Gujarat. This led to the revival of struggle with the Rashtrakutas. In the sanguinary battle on the bank of Narmada, Bhoja was able to retain his control over the considerable parts of Malwa and some parts of Gujarat. But he could progress no further in the direction. Hence he turned his attention to the north again. According to an inscription, his territories extended to the eastern side of the river Satluj. Arab travelers tell us that the Pratihara rulers had the best cavalry in India. Import of horses from the Central Asia and Arabia was an important item of the India's trade at that time. Following the death of Devapala and weakening of the Pala Empire, Bhoja also extended his empire to the east. The name Bhoja is famous in legends. Perhaps the adventures of Bhoja in early part of his life, his gradual reconquest of his lost empire, and his final recovery of Kannauj struck the imagination of his contemporaries. Bhoja was a devotee of Vishnu and adopted the title of Adivarha, which had been found inscribed in some of his coins. He sometimes called the Mihir Bhoj to distinguish himself from the Bhoj Paramara of Ujjain, who ruled a little later. Thank you everyone for tuning in. In the next part, we'll start with the next paragraph on page number 10. Thank you. All the best for exams, and do share and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you.